The best things in life are free, but you can give them to the birds and bees. I need fun. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want.
Oh, hey everyone, Little Miss Gamer here, and I'm broke. My Snoopy piggy bank doesn't have anything in it, and neither does my checking account. Kind of sucks. I mean, here we are, 2009, in the middle of a recession. Blah. And you know what? I kind of figured that maybe some of you guys are broke too. I mean, we're all kind of going through a tough time, and nobody's really got any money, but it sucks being a gamer and being broke because, like, for example, E3 just happened and all these cool, new, amazing things are coming out. And gosh, wouldn't it be great to get all those new, amazing games? But I can't afford them. And frankly, I can't really afford very much these days. Well, that's why I decided to bring to you a top 5 list of games that are cheap or free to help you beat the recession. Because what's better than a cheap or free game that's awesome? So coming in at number 5, we have Carnival Showtime, an Xbox Live Arcade community game. Now I know, community game? What? What are you talking about, see? Yes, some of them are quite bad. But every once in a while, one of them comes along that's actually quite good. And this one is a gem among the rough, I guess you would say. You're a clown and you're in this carnival type setting and you don't really have any bones. You're kind of like this lifeless puppet that gets thrown around and you have to pop balloons, and it's actually really satisfying to pop these balloons. So you want to get from the bottom of the screen to the top of the screen from being shot out of a cannon through a ring of fire. Overall, it's just really fun to play, and you get to try the demo before you buy it. Price on this bad boy? $5. So if you try the demo and you really like it, $5 and you get to play. Now the gameplay isn't super long, but for $5, I mean, it's not going to be an amazingly long game probably, but it is really fun and it's fun to play, especially with friends and stuff. So try it out. Coming in at number 4, we have Cave Story. I know a lot of you might have already known about this game, but some of you might not, and let me tell you that this is an amazing game. It took the developer, Pixel, over 5 years to make it, and let me tell you that it shows. So much love and devotion has been put into this game, and it's one of the best side-scrollers that I've played in such a long time. If this game had been released as an NES cartridge or a Sega cartridge, it would have been included within the canon of really great games. Seriously, it is on par with Metroid, with Castlevania, with Mega Man. It is an awesome, awesome game. It has RPG elements, it's really silly and funny, the graphics are great, the music's great, the story's awesome. It's an amazing game. You can play it on Mac, PC, Linux, and the best part, get this, it's free. Yeah, that's right, completely free, and hours of gameplay. I know some people that have beat it in 12 hours. I don't know, I'm kind of a slower gamer myself. I'll probably be playing it for a really long time. I'm totally getting my gamer fix right now just by playing this game. Online, free, check it out, it's awesome. Coming in at number 3 is a game created by Mazapan, the same person who created You Have to Burn the Rope. Now this game, is it a game? Is it art? Is it social commentary? Well, it's kind of all 3. It's called Metro Rules of Conduct, and it's all about riding public transportation, which I have to do every day. And one of the things that happens in public transportation is that you're kind of forced to not really look at other people. But the thing is that all these other people have so much cool stuff that you don't have. They have iPods that are different colors, and they have an umbrella with an elephant on it, and like a really neat bag with an awesome strap that you really like, or, you know, cool shoes, anything. And this game totally addresses that. You get points for looking at people and looking at their cool stuff, but don't get caught looking at them or else red flash of doom. And in that red flash moment, you can't earn points. So that is the repercussion for getting caught looking at them. The game only lasts a few minutes. It basically is like a short subway ride, but it is social commentary and it is really fun and interesting, and I kind of appreciated it because I deal with this every day in my life. And it is kind of like a game because you're earning points and there is a leaderboard, so you could be, theoretically, the world champion in Metro Rules of Conduct. And it's free. Coming in at number 2 is a game called Knit. It's created by a guy called Nifla, and it's a really great game. You're this extremely itty bitty little character, and you're trying to get different pieces of a spaceship so that way you can go home. The cool thing is that you get to stick to walls and climb up them and be able to jump and platform your way throughout the whole world. And the world itself is extremely extensive. Nifla must have taken a lot of time trying to figure out all the different routes and maps and everything that you could use to get around the entire place. You're given this little beam of light that helps you try to locate where the different pieces are, but it really is a puzzle and a platform game because it's not quite that easy. Even though the beam of light directs you to where the next piece of the ship is, you actually have to kind of figure out how exactly you're going to get there. It's a really fun game to play, and it kind of zened me out a little bit. I don't know, it was very relaxing to play this game, and I had a lot of, like I said, I had a lot of fun playing it. And the best thing is it's free. But there is a catch. It's for PC only. So all you Mac users out there, find a friend who has a PC, go to their place, play the game, because it's great. And then when you're done, play the next game. It's called Knit Stories. And there's even more to do. There's like double jumps and superpowers and all this other awesome stuff. So check it out. So here we are at the top game, the number 1 cheaper free game to help beat the recession. What could it possibly be? The number 1 game is And Yet It Moves. Have you heard of this game? Everybody's talking about it. It just got released recently, and it's awesome. You're this little guy, and basically the world literally rotates around you. You control the world, and you rotate it at 90-degree intervals to be able to get from one point to another. And then as the game progresses, it gets more and more difficult. There are things that end up working within the gravity of the game. For instance, even in the first level, you have like an Indiana Jones boulder kind of experience where the boulder is running at you and you have to rotate the world to make sure that it doesn't crush you. You can't go too fast and you can't fall too fast, because if you do, then you're just gonna break apart. You will die a lot. It's just kind of the trial and error of the game, but there's a ton of save points that they put in to kind of minimize the frustration level. Also, did I mention that the game is beautiful? It is beautiful. Oh, I love the aesthetic of this game. All the torn paper to create all these different canvases and layouts and backgrounds. It's just gorgeous. I just love looking at it, let alone playing it. The music is quite lovely, and it's just a great game. It is $10. And you know what? For $10, I think it is totally worth it. For an independent game developer to be creating a game as awesome as this one, definitely worth it. So if you can't afford $10, maybe you and a friend could each splurge $5 each, and then you could share the game. So there you have it. 5 cheaper free games, 3 free games, 1 $5 game, and 1 $10 game. It's pretty great. So if you're wondering what to do, there's 5 awesome suggestions for you. Plus, there's a lot more games out there. I mean, there are a ton of indie games being released all the time. And some of them aren't very good, but some of them are amazing and lovely. So if you have any suggestions of cheaper free games, let me know. Just send me an email at z@littlemissgamer.com. And who knows, maybe in a couple months we'll do another episode. I mean, we are gamers. We do like sequels. All right, come on, let's do some viewer mail. Hey everyone, Little Miss Gamer here, and I know we're doing an episode about the recession and like cheap games and all that, and I thought what better place to do viewer mail than a place that you can get to for free and walk around and have a really great free view of the Statue of Liberty and of Manhattan and all those great things, and that is Governor's Island. So if you ever come to New York City, it's a free ferry ride. You get to walk around the island for free, and they have all these great free things happening. Like today we just saw a pup show and like folk singers and all sorts of awesome stuff. I even got a free bike helmet, so it's an awesome day. And so now I am here doing some viewer mail. Awesome. So here we go. Have you ever come across a game that you've played about halfway through and just thought, what's the point? Or didn't feel like there was any replay value? How do you deal with those kinds of games? Do you get rid of them, keep them, end up continuing them a few months down the road once your batteries have been recharged? What do you do? Signed, Nice Guy. Well, Nice Guy, usually, I usually keep the games because I'm kind of a collector, and I like having a large collection because you never know what game you're going to want to reference at what time and when we're going to do a review about what. So I like to be able to have a nice library of games to choose from, and I don't know, it's kind of fun to look up at your bookshelf and see all of those really awesome games that you remember from your past. Alright, moving on. Dear Limus Gamer, I think that was an awesome episode. Great video, keep it up. Thanks, Limus Gamer. I love New York. Signed, Tom Green. Well, thank you, Tom Green. It was so much fun running into you in the park the other day, and thanks so much for playing with me and my Simon, and you're awesome. And for anyone who hasn't been watching your stuff lately, they can check you out at tomgreen.com, and thanks again for the viewer mail. That's awesome. Okay, last one. Hi, Little Miss Gamer. Let's see, they have golf carts on Governor's Island, but no cars, so you can ride your bike, you can walk, you can ride a golf cart, but no cars. Last letter. Hi, Little Miss Gamer. Well, first of all, since it's the first time I'm writing to you, let me tell you that your show is the most emotional, tender, and overall cute video game show that I've ever seen in my life. I really love it, and I love you for treating these pieces of history with so much respect and care. Oh. I hope to keep watching your videos for a very long time. And by the way, congratulations on your podcast with Lee. It's great to hear two fantastic reviewers talk to each other on a regular basis. My only complaint about that show would be that you two are very similar in tastes, and sometimes I miss you guys having a counterpoint. But that's hardly a complaint, isn't it? Regards, Juan Antonio. Oh, Juan, that is such a sweet letter. Thank you so much for writing in. For those of you who don't know, I do have a podcast with Lee from Still Gaming. It's called The Lee and Z Show. We've had 4 episodes so far, and it's getting better and better all the time. And you can check that out at leeandz.com or at thatguywiththeglasses.com. And I think it's a really interesting comment that you make about how we have very similar tastes, because I kind of thought that too, but the more that I'm getting to know Lee, the more I'm realizing actually our opinions are a bit different, and I think you're going to start to hear that more and more as we talk. He's got very strong opinions about anime and wrestling and certain video games that he's into that I'm really not that into. So I think the more and more we do this, the more you're going to see some of that come out, and I think we're going to begin to have some more interesting discussions as well. But thank you so much for your kind letter, and thank you everyone for tuning in. And you're probably wondering how things have been going with the whole DS thing, and I'm happy to say that as we are filming this, there is one on its way to me right now from an amazing, awesome donor. And thank you everyone for all of your letters of support. The response was amazing and overwhelming, and just thank you everyone for watching the show and tuning in and writing to me and asking if they could donate stuff. You guys are all amazing. So I'm going to take the rest of this beautiful day, hang out outside, play around in the green grass, and think of some new episode ideas to bring to you next time. So till then, this is Little Miss Gamer. Keep playing.
Unlike the other puppets and objects, Slinky has dreams.